What up, YouTube? My name's Dalton. I trade futures. I just passed my first combine today, officially, and so I'm stoked on that. I'm sure everybody knows what it's like, or you don't know what it's like. Maybe that's why you're watching this video, but it was a good feeling. I've been going at it for like 6 months, and my goal with this video and with this channel in general is just mostly for accountability, and to keep record for my progress as a trader. And that way as well, I've gone through a lot of BS trying to find knowledge in this community and seeking it out. And so I figure maybe this way different people, you guys, can come to me with knowledge. And yeah, just come to me. I want to bring the source in, and it's hard to find a good community in this industry. So that's kind of my goal with this. But as far as for today's video, my first video, I just want to be going over some things that really helped me pass my first combine. Long process that it was, and hopefully people can, I guess you guys can take away some stuff from this if you are still working on the combine and passing that. For me, it was the 50K evaluation for Top Step, and yeah, I'm stoked on it. But first and foremost, I would just say the biggest reason why I didn't pass my accounts, my evaluations, was mostly because I was spending forever trying to think of the perfect strategy. And I was watching video after video after video, subreddits, just going down rabbit holes trying to figure out, like, what is the end all be all of strategies, right? There's got to be a perfect strategy out there. And, obviously there's not. And if anybody has been in any way a part of this community, then you know that that's a fact, right? The way I had to look at it and understand it was, I think of a great athlete, for instance, Tom Brady or LeBron James, right? It's like if I'm a quarterback and I look at Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback of all time, and that's unanimous. I'm a Cardinals fan. We suck. And I hate being an Arizona sports fan, by the way. It sucks, genuinely. But that just goes to show I'm not biased. I don't like the Patriots in any way. I always hated Tom Brady, quite frankly, growing up, but he's the GOAT, right? Everyone knows that. But it's like me being a quarterback and looking at Tom Brady and trying to emulate him and his status and being like, oh, what's his playbook, right? I need his playbook. Is that important? Yes, I'm not undermining like a playbook or coaching or a strategy for trading. But at the end of the day, yes, those things do help and they help you win. But a playbook is nothing without the quarterback, right? So, and that just goes to show, look at Bill Belichick at North Carolina. They suck, okay? Those plays worked amazing with Tom Brady because Tom Brady is Tom Brady. So as how we can translate this to trading is, maybe it's not your strategy, but maybe you just suck as a trader, right? For me, and that sounds super harsh, but for me, that's absolutely what it was for me. And I had probably 5 combine accounts up to like 2,000, I'd say maybe even 2,500 of the 3,000 profit goal. And then I just shat the bed every time because I sucked. And sometimes I still do, right? But it wasn't my strategies. How was I able to get it up to that point multiple times so consistently up until that point? It was always after I hit 2,000. After that threshold, it's just always, I just shat the bed because I sucked. Kind of like a James Harden situation, just no playoff performance. When it came to the last $1,000, every time I just turned into James Harden. But that's not a diss on James Harden, ASU fan as well, so he's my boy. But anyways, that just goes to show Tom Brady is the way that Tom Brady is because he's Tom Brady. And he put in the work, he knows his flaws and he works on those. And he knows his strengths and he works on those as well. And he channels that. So that is the issue. You know, if you had Tom Brady's playbook, you're not going to be Tom Brady. So just recognize that with trading, because I had to do that as well. You have the knowledge, chances are, most likely, but just get your shiz together, because that's like 90% of it. So point one, that's that. I can't emphasize that enough, and I'm pretty opinionated on that. I just think that is, you can't go anywhere until you figure that out. So I would want to figure that out. And I'm not perfect with that, but like, just figure that out as soon as you can. Two, self-control and discipline, I guess, with structure. Structure is really my big point I want to hit on, but I had absolutely no structure for, like, I would say almost all my combines leading up till maybe my last two. And what I mean by structure is I had absolutely no limits on my losing trades, on a loss limit for the day, for trade. I had no goals that I was shooting for. I didn't even have like a profit target most of the time. So I didn't even know like what I was trying to do that day. And I'd say, I mean, I feel like a lot of times with my strategy, I did have ideas of what I was looking for, kind of like a playbook, but like not as tight as it should have been, though. Not at all. And I think that's made all the difference as well this time around, passing it, is I stuck to my rules. I knew how much per trade I was able to lose, and I knew how much per day I was able to lose, and I knew what I was shooting for every day. So when you are going off of pure, like, shooting from the hip, no direction at all, you have no idea what you're shooting for that day, chances are it's going to be pretty chaotic, and you're going to suck. And that's probably why most of you guys have blown your combines. And at that point, you're just gambling, right? If you want to be a successful trader and make this a profession, then you have to treat it like a job, which sucks and it's annoying, but like, that's the only way you'll be successful. And I'm acting like I'm this successful trader, but I had to realize that in order to finally get over the hump, passing the combine. So I would say that have your structure and be strict in it. And that gets me to my third point, is just discipline and knowing when to walk away from the computer, because that's made a big difference for me this combine. Is I was able to walk away from losses and realize, hey, you know what, my strategy is not right. That didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, and I'm just going to hit it tomorrow, because maybe tomorrow I'll have a better chance or a better idea of what's going on. And that helped a lot, actually. So know when to walk away. And on the other side of that, when you're seeing success, be happy with your protect your gains. So don't always be shooting for more when you've hit your goal. And when you have hit your goal, call it, dude. Just call it. And be happy with that. Otherwise, I've had many days where my best days became my worst days, and I'll have my P&L go from 800 to negative 600 because I couldn't walk away. And then at the end of the day, you're just sitting there, damn, bro, I should have just stopped. I know we've all, without a doubt, had that, and that sucks. There's no worse feeling than that. So that is the other big thing I would say that helped me pass my combine. So I just wanted to touch on those 3 points. really psychology with trading is everything. I could go and tell you guys what my strategy is or all that, but I know everybody has strategies that works for them. Chances are we probably use a lot of the same stuff, but I'll get into that in other videos based off of how this one goes. But I just want to see mostly screen turned off. Mostly the biggest reason for this channel, like I said, is I want to be able to draw a community, and I spend a lot of time sourcing out knowledge and looking for it, and it sucks because there's a lot of BS when it comes to trading and people posting content, and I'm tired of hearing the same stuff over and over again. I'm sure everybody here is. So this way, if we can be an interactive group, then that would be fulfilling my goal, because I need people to trade with, to talk to. Discord servers, send me those my way. Throw your Instagrams down. I'll put my Instagram down too, that we can connect that way. And yeah, I'm gonna be documenting my progress on my funded account. So starting Monday, we'll get into a little bit of play-by-play and strategy and some gains, hopefully. Let's get some payouts going, and yeah, we'll get into all that. Maybe I'll do some further videos on structure, on what I've been able to do to fit my needs, and it's different for everybody, of course. But yeah, that's it. Keep it short for you guys. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes with the channel, who I can meet this way, and then of course with the funded, like let's get this going. Also, not a sponsor, of course. That wouldn't make any sense. I used to be addicted to Monsters though, and these changed my life, and they're so good. So go to a gas station, you gotta go to like QT, Maverick, Circle K sometimes, not a ghetto one, and they'll have them. Sometimes they're hard to find, but go and try one, change your life, bro, trust. But anyways, that's all for this first video, and I'll talk to you guys Monday. Peace.